Okay, recording. So in LTE, there are multiple features supported which are not supported in 2G, like multiple bands. We have 1.4 megahertz, right? What are the others? 3 megahertz, 5 megahertz, and 10 megahertz, and 15 megahertz,
15 megahertz and 20 megahertz.
20 megahertz. This is the LTE feature which gives more advantage to select variable band combo to the operators, so which is not there in 2G and 3G. So second feature is like UE bandwidth. UE bandwidth. This means UE can support suppose FDD 20 megahertz and TDD it may have support for 10 megahertz only. Then it cannot take 20 megahertz which is radiated by eNode B. UE has a limitation in bandwidth. Some UEs have a full access bandwidth. So different UE has different capacity of bandwidth. So it can access the network, whatever available in the network. UE can access a bandwidth which is available in the network, whether it is a 1.4 or 3 megahertz, 5 megahertz. So this means every UE can be connected to the network with a different bandwidths. So third feature is OFDMA. LTE uses OFDMA. It is orthogonal frequency division multiple access. So I will discuss you in detail what is OFDMA, and it is used in downlink, used in DL downlink. Fourth is SCFDMA, used in uplink.
Uplink.
So what is OFDMA, SCFDMA? There is a one additional class we need to take 1 hour class to understand each and every aspects of OFDMA, SCFDMA. So one more feature LTE is having like MIMO, multiple input, multiple output. So it has a 2 cross 2, 4 cross 4, so 8 cross 8, 32, 32 cross 32, 64 cross 64. So these are nothing but a massive MIMO, 32 cross 2, 64 cross 4. These are called as massive MIMO. LTE advanced feature it is. LTE advanced,
This both of them 32 and 64 only.
yeah,
Okay.
features. These are LTE advanced features called as massive MIMO. It was not present in 2G and 3G. So next we have different modulation schemes which was not supported in 2G and 3G. We are incorporating in LTE like modulation schemes. We have QPSK, 16 QAM. Whenever you do drive test, you might have seen this one, QPSK 16 QAM, when you run
Yes.
HSDP, HSUPA
Yes.
throughput. So what is this
Okay.
modulation scheme? So we will discuss in detail in one class. Every modulation scheme has some of the properties, and 64 QAM, 256 QAM, 512 QAM, 1024 QAM used in LTE. So currently 256 QAM till 6 QPSK 1664 256 QAM we are testing, and this is 512 and 1024 QAM is in process. It is going on implementation. It may take 1 or 2 years to come into the market, 512 QAM and 1024 QAM. In Qualcomm US, they are actively working on 1024 QAM. So one more other features are like it supports multiple bands. Multiple bands in the sense, suppose which one we take, this one. Let me take this one only. Suppose in 2G network we had FDD FDD bands. Maybe later TDD also came. I have not worked into deep with 2G. Somebody if is having a knowledge can explain about it. FDD, does it having TDD also? I don't think so.
No,
So
TDD is different.
yeah, 3G has a
FDD and TDD.
FDD as well as and TDD. The FDD, TDD, these are different bands. In 4G, it supports FDD and TDD. So frequency division duplex, time division duplex. What it means? You may be knowing about this FDD, TDD. So should I explain in deep FDD, TDD? Okay, let me explain.
FDD is the pair frequency
Yes,
and the TD is the unpaired frequency. And in FDD we are using two frequency,
yes,
one for downlink and other for uplink. In
yeah,
TDD we are doing in time division. So one frequency we can
yeah,
use
yeah. Single
for both the things, DLN
single,
and
single
UL.
frequency and at different time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in FDD, let me write it simple. Suppose this is a network, this is a UE. So in FDD, to communicate with this C node V, we have a downlink different frequency, suppose 1920 to 1960. Okay, and in TDD, in FDD, we have two frequencies, one in downlink, one in uplink. These are we have seen already in FDD bands, TDD bands, right? 2110 to 2170. So this is the different frequency. This is a different frequency. This is for downlink. This is for uplink.
Yeah.
No, actually, lower frequency should be uplink. This one is the uplink. Why? This is the interview question. When I had attended interview for 5 years ago in Qualcomm, they asked why this uh, uplink frequency is lower than the downlink frequency. So this is because let me connect to charger. It is battery low. Okay, base station has no power limitation. It can operate at higher frequencies, right? Base station has a battery, big battery is available, generator. So it can radiate at higher frequencies with higher power. But at UE side, we are concerned about the power limitation. We have to say we utilize maximum power of UE. So frequency is directly proportional to the one formula we have, power. It is you can go through the internet. There is a formula, C is equal to F lambda.
Time.
C is equal to F lambda something. Let me write it down. We can analyze, I think. C is equal to F lambda. lambda y, what we say, f into lambda. Lambda is a wavelength and f is the uh, frequency and c is the speed of light. So you can see that frequency is directly proportional to the speed of light. Higher the frequency, higher the speed, and the lower the wavelength. Lower the wavelength means it requires higher power. It's a physical concept, actually physical science concept. You can go through it. Yes. So in order to save UE power at UE side, we use lower frequency. So lower frequency uses lower power simply. And in TDD, let me make a one more diagram. So this is a base station.
What the answer will we have to do? We have to give for this. Why uplink frequency lower than downlink?
Uplink
That's it.
frequency is lower because there is a power limitation at UE side, and for higher frequency we need a higher power. So base
Okay.
station uses higher frequency with higher power.
Okay.
It has a lot of battery generators at base station side. There is no power limitation at base station, so it uses higher frequency to radiate.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
will see TDD. Suppose this is a downlink. This is a downlink. This is an uplink. This is a uplink. So it uses in TDD the same frequency is used, 1920 in downlink. It has some range. It may be. Let me clear this. Take anything, something, whatever it may present in the FTD TDD range frequency band 1, band 3, 19, suppose 202.
1960.
No,
19.
we will take a TDD frequency, some different 2010 to 2025. Okay, the same frequency is used in uplink as well. 2010 to 2025 in uplink, but it will be used in a different time slots. Like suppose this one is the one user. Suppose this is a one user is using at time slot at this time slot. So this uplink cannot be used at this time slot. So other user can use after this time slot the same frequency. So if this user is using at this time, then other in downlink also other users cannot use till this time. So in downlink, after expiry of this user, if he is not using, then only he can use other time slot. Like that it happens in DDD. But in FDD, these users can use frequency or time slots say at the same time, both
Okay.
in downlink and uplink. Some people may ask what is the difference between TDD and FDD. So you can tell them these are the things we can use. I will write it down. Let me save it first. Should I clear? I will
Yes.
uh, I will tell you some points regarding FDD TDD. And one more question they may ask you, in telecom, why this is a you uses lower frequency in uplink and higher frequency in downlink, but in satellite communication it is reverse. Satellite uses lower frequency in downlink, and their space centers, they are using a higher frequency in uplink. Like ISRO, suppose if they have a center at Sriharikota or somewhere else in Bangalore, they will use higher frequency in uplink, and satellites uses lower frequency. So the same concept applies here, because a satellite has a power limitation. It has to radiate low power, so it radiates transmits data at lower frequency. And since ISRO base station is at Earth on the ground, so they have abundant of power source, fuels available, generators available. They can transmit data in uplink with higher frequency. This we study in college days, engineering, third year, fourth year,
Yes.
like that. Mobile communication, satellite communication, if you have studied. Please let me know if you have noted on.
Yeah, noted.
Okay, I will clear it. So this this is visible, right? Black is this. I've cleared
It's
that one.
visible.
Okay. So note one more point. So as you know, there are 1 to 46 bands in LTE, and 1 to 32 is for FDD, and 33 to 46 are for TDD. Okay. While
Yes.
testing, please make a note of this. While testing, we just check the functionality of a specific FDD and TDD band. So mainly we check like this one, uplink, downlink is happening at the same time in FDD. Uplink, downlink is happening at, what we should say, different times in TDD,
Yes, sir. Okay.
right? This is the concept in TDD. So FDD has a separate frequency for uplink and downlink. It can transmit data and receive data at same time. But in TDD, it has a single frequency, which is used at different time. While testing, we verify this functionality of FDD. If you are testing with FDD band 1 or band 3 or something, so you run the throughput or uplink and downlink throughput. You check if it is happening or not. So also we will check uplink and downlink is happening at same frequency in FDD.
And different frequency in TDD.
Yeah, uplink, downlink is happening at different frequency in TDD. So these are the test cases actually in companies, whatever we need to verify. So similarly, for every feature, every whatever we say, RLC, PDCP, MAC, RRC, OFDMA, CFDMA. So for everything, we have to test some of their functionalities, whatever we discussed in previous classes. So that's why I request you to go through the notes and understand each and every functionality of everything, so that it will be easy when you work or when you go for interviews. What interviewer will tell what you do. So you can tell that these are MIMO functionality I was checking, FDD, TDD functionality I was checking, throughput uplink and downlink I was checking, like that. MO call, MT call, those things will come in later. VoLTE calls, CSFB, SRVCC. You will get everything to clear interview. Okay, I think time is up. That's it for today. We will discuss detail about OFDMA, SCFDMA. I wanted to discuss more about channels actually, so you might be feeling some bore. So that's why.
No. Can you tell me that tomorrow you which topic you want to discuss so we can learn today we can or go to the topic and
Oh,
then understand
okay.
great
So we will
tomorrow.
discuss OFDMA, SCFDMA concept.
Yeah, tomorrow, okay.
Hmm. Okay, that's it for today. Any questions, please let me know. No questions, then I
No,
will
no
end up
question.
this meeting. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you.